Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. So students, today we are going to start chapter number 3rd of class 8 in science, that is synthetic fiber. Students, in previous class, that was 7th, in that class we have discussed the different types of fibers and their sources, like the plant plant and the animal fibers. Okay, and why the fibers are important we have discussed, because by using the fibers we can make fabrics, cloths, and clothes are essential for us, very important for us, because clothes protects us from the harsh weather and the from insects. In 8th class we will discuss the especially about the synthetic fiber and plastic. Students, plant fiber and animal fiber, they both are natural fiber. They both are natural fiber because we obtain that type of fiber from the nature. How nature? Because plants are parts of what? Nature, as well as the animals are also parts of nature. But there is another type of fiber that is called synthetic fiber, that is obtained from the petrochemicals, okay, which we obtain from the crude oil and the plastic. And how the plastics can be used for the making the fibers, we will discuss in this chapter. So in this chapter we will discuss about the synthetic fibers, plastics, and the plastic and the environment. Here previous connect. Fibers are used to make yarn, and yarn are used to make fabrics. Fibers can be natural or synthetic, and synthetic fiber are more durable and have more tensile strength. Strengths, as I told you, that by using the fiber, we can make the yarn. Yarn means like the thread, and by the yarns and the threads, by the process of weaving and the knitting, we can make fabric, and by using the fabric we can make clothes. So therefore, instead of natural fiber we can use the synthetic fiber also, and synthetic fibers are more durable. More durable means that long lasting, we can say, and the fibers can be natural and the synthetic. Students, synthetic means we can say the man-made. Yes, you have learned it that the clothes you wear are made up of fibers, and fibers are broadly classified into two types: natural and synthetic fibers. The fibers obtained from the plants and animals are called what? Natural fiber. As I told you students, natural means which we obtain from the nature, and the plant and the animals are part of nature. Here some examples of natural fiber, like the silk and the cotton. Students, cotton is what? Plant fiber, and silk is what? Animal fiber, because we obtain silk from the silk moth. On the other hand, fibers that are manufactured in factories from the chemical substances are called the synthetic fiber. For example, nylon and the rayon. These are examples of a synthetic fiber. Here is an activity, students, to identify natural and the synthetic fiber. How we are able to know that is the natural and the artificial, natural and the synthetic fiber. In this table, what you have to do, in the table given below, make a list of 8 articles made of fibers. Okay, classify them as a natural or the synthetic fiber. Students, in these columns, what you have to do, you have to write the 8 articles which made of fiber. 8 articles means you can take here a piece of cloth like the silk cloth. Here, students, you can write the human hair also. Okay, here you can write the cotton. Here you can write the rayon and the nylon, whatever which you can obtain. And in this next table, what you have to write, you have to write either that is natural or synthetic fiber. In the previous class, you have learned how natural fibers are obtained, and in this chapter we will discuss about different types of synthetic fiber and their properties and their uses. So students, we talk about the synthetic fiber. So students, here we start about the synthetic fiber. So first of all, we have to know about the polymers, that what is the polymers. See, polymers, synthetic fiber are made up of a chain of small units called the monomers. And a monomers can be compared to a bead in a string or a brick in a wall. And many monomers join together to form a larger unit called the polymer. Students, here we can see a picture of polymers. In this picture, the group of these monomers, okay, there are many monomers, and their monomers are making, when they group, they make what? Polymer. So here in this string, okay, you can take the example like a bead. These are the bead, okay, and you can write these beads are like what? Monomers. Understood? And this chain, the whole chain is called what? Polymers. The process of joining together of monomers to form a polymer is known as polymerization, and thus a polymer has many repeating units of monomers. So polymer is a group of what? Monomers, as we have seen in this picture. Here is an fact, students. Hemoglobin present in blood and cellulose present in plant are also polymers formed by joining many amino acids and glucose unit respectively. So students, in human body, in our blood, that hemoglobin, okay, that is also example of what? Polymers. And in the cellulose which present in the plant body, that is also type of polymers. Now we talk about the synthetic fiber, that is rayon. Students, have you heard the name of rayon fiber? I'm sure you have heard the name of rayon nylon, etc. See, what is the rayon? It is a synthetic fiber that has a silk-like appearance. Students, whenever you see, you feel, and whenever you feel the texture of this type of synthetic fiber, you feel that is like a what? Silk fiber. It appears like a what? Silk fiber. It was developed as an alternative to silk fiber. Okay, instead of silk fiber, we can use the rayon also because it looks like the silk fiber. Thus, it is also called what? Artificial silk. That's why artificial artificial means man-made, and artificial means man-made, and the rayon is artificial silk. Rayon is made from a naturally occurring polymers called cellulose. Yes, students, as I told you, cellulose. By using the cellulose, rayon can be made, and which is excreted from the wood pulp. Students, from the wood pulp. The bark of the tree that can be called as a pulp of wood pulp. And from the wood pulp, we can obtain the cellulose from the different plants. It is considered synthetic even though it is obtained from a natural polymer, because cellulose is excreted extensively with chemicals to form rayon. And the properties of rayon are what? First property of rayon fiber is it is shiny and lustrous, and it is a good observer. Okay, it can observe the moisture, okay students, water, and can thus observe sweat as well. As it is cool to wear. Whenever you will wear this type of fiber, that is rayon fiber, you will feel cool. It is soft and silky in touch, and it is cheaper than other natural fiber. Students, whenever you will demand for the natural fiber, then you will have to expend more money. And instead of that natural fiber, if you purchase the rayon fiber, then you will have to pay the some amount, and it can be easily mixed with fibers like the wool and the cotton, and the rayon can be mixed with the wool and the cotton, because these are what? Natural fiber. And in these natural fiber, you can add the rayon also, and by the mixing of these fiber, a fabric and a cloth can be made by the weaving and the knitting process. Rayon is used in making fabric for shirts. Rayon can be used for making what? Shirts, ties, bed sheets, or for carpets, to make bandage, for making tires, cords. Now the next type of synthetic fiber is what? Nylon. I hope students you have heard the name of nylon also. Nylon was the first fully synthetic fiber to be made. It was the first synthetic fiber. It was produced in the year 1930 by an American scientist named as Wallace H. Carothers and his associates. Some properties of nylons are what? See, it has a shiny appearance. When you will see this fiber, it will appear shiny. It is elastic in nature and does not lose its strength even after repeated use. Okay, so we can say durable. It is light in weight, strong and durable. It is easy to wash. You can wash easily this nylon fiber, and it absorbs very little water and dries up quickly. It does not require ironing as it is wrinkle resistant. Students, usually we see at homes we require the ironing after washing the clothes. So there is benefit if you wear the nylon clothes. It is not attacked by moths and the microorganism cannot eat. So nylon is better. Nylon was formed almost at the same time in New York and London, and hence was named as nylon. Why do we called nylon? Because of New York and London. Nylon is used in making the tracksuits, raincoats, stockings, curtains, bedsheet, fishing nets, toothbrushes, parachutes, ropes, tires. As we see, tennis rackets. These are the examples of nylon fiber. So students, in next video we will discuss about the polyester, that is also what, synthetic fiber.